so that it can gain as much support from the outside world as possible. And the Russians were kind enough by saying, as Sergei Lavrov said, they don't listen to us. They say all these things, but they don't take it in. So the language of the deaf. We talk to them, but they don't listen. And what they say to us, we listen to them, but they don't accept it. And they keep on making a point and so on, but they don't acknowledge that. And in war, this is a war for the military experience. Truth, of course, information is a currency, and represents your situation in the starkest possible terms. And if Ukraine is not supported, we can fight, it will be wiped out as a nation, as a country, and so on. Our country will be destroyed, and so on. So you put in a very, very extreme language so as to hit the conscience of the outside world and hope that they will support you. But Zelensky is perfectly clear. The conflict with Russian aircraft and that could precipitate a nuclear conflict. So therefore, we can't do that. So therefore, from Zelensky's point of view, he will appeal in the starkest possible language, strongest possible language, saying all being annihilated, and appeal to outside powers, allies and so on, to come to the help of Ukraine. What they have pointed out is that NATO made clear, and the countries have made clear, they will not put troops in the ground, they will not put in any troops, they will not get involved militarily in the conflict between Russia and Ukraine.
Well, that was historian and analyst on Russian affairs Mark McCauley. Thanks a lot for joining us in the program. Ukrainian delegations is set to start. Kiev has just confirmed its group is heading to the negotiations location in Belarus. It's the second attempt to find a common position on political, humanitarian, and military issues after the first round of talks at the end of February. We will, of course, bring you the latest on this developing story as it becomes available throughout the day. It's day 8 of Russia's military operation in Ukraine, with many civilians fleeing the fighting and others trying to escape the rubble that once was their homes. This map here shows what's been happening. The red dots highlighting the major cities where fighting is being reported. Russia's defense ministry says the Lugansk People's Militia has advanced 75 kilometers against the Ukrainian army, and Donetsk forces have reportedly advanced 58 kilometers since Russia entered the conflict last week. A warning, you may find the following images disturbing that we're going to be showing right now. We've received footage of the destruction in the city of Gorlovka in the Donbass region, where heavy shelling has been reported. The city mayor published this video of a home gutted by the fighting as emergency services try to restore basic utilities like water and electricity. Another warning, you may find that the upcoming images disturbing as well. This is a video showing the bodies of killed Ukrainian soldiers and burned military equipment. Donetsk People's Republic forces entered this settlement and are now trying to clean up the area. Locals have taken shelter in basements. Now, we've received this footage from 2 villages in the Lugansk People's Republic, where the People's Militia claims it's taken control of a Ukrainian army stronghold and a vehicle checkpoint. The militia says that more than 40 towns and villages in the Donbass have now been liberated. Here's a video from the region taken in Ukraine's second largest city of Kharkiv. You can see flashes caused by intense shelling throughout the night. And the OSCE, which for years monitored the conflict in the Donbass, said one of its members was killed in Kharkiv this week. Neither Russia nor Ukraine has given any statement on that. City streets in Ukraine have descended into chaos as the government is said to be handing out firearms to civilians and released prisoners. A Donetsk resident stuck in the Ukrainian city of Kharkiv says he fears for his life.
Everywhere here there is darkness, like in the films of World War II. It is dark in the streets because the lights are turned off everywhere, including in the residential buildings. I experienced the same in 2014, 2015 and 2016 because I am from Kiav in Donbass. There Ukrainian nationalists came to us, brother against brother, and now they are saying outrageous stuff in the media, that Putin is Hitler, for example. That is nonsense. They are trying to rewrite history. To be honest, I've been waiting for this moment for the past 8 years, but not at such a price. On the other hand, there is a proverb: a wedge is kicked out with a wedge. So sooner or later this was going to happen. Especially because so many people have died in Donetsk and Luhansk during this time. There is looting here. Ukrainians are robbing stores. It was expected, they were given weapons, and now they are behaving as if...
Russian armed forces units advancing in the Kiev region, with damaged buildings and infrastructure following intense shelling and explosions. You can see some of the burned wreckage there. Now, Ukraine's president says that more than 6,000 Russian soldiers have been killed or wounded over the past week. Moscow has denied that claim, but says it has inflicted heavy casualties among the Ukrainian military. Vladimir Zelensky added that Kiev needs security guarantees from the West if it isn't allowed to join NATO, and insists that Ukrainians have rallied since the start of Russia's special operation. Foreign representatives abroad have faced unprecedented threats and attacks as a result of the conflict. Moscow's embassy in Paris has been vandalized with paint. Earlier, Russia's embassy in Australia was mailed 2 envelopes with a suspicious white powder inside. Local authorities are investigating the incident. We spoke with Russia's envoy to Australia, who says the package does not appear to be dangerous.
In fact, for these recent days, the situation around the embassy has been very tense, and we have been massively targeted with threatening and insulting messages and actions. It's the first time we received such a mail. What we know by now from the police and the emergency services that the content of the 2 envelopes proved to be safe, in fact not dangerous, and by now it seems the situation has been resolved. What I would like to say that